yourself, bro. Hey, don't fool yourself into thinking that today that you're not the best that you will ever be today. Be the best you today, because that's the only thing that you can do something about, man. Yesterday is gone. The future never comes. The present is the only time that you can be the person you want to be. So if you're telling yourself that you're not who you would like to be, let's say for instance, you want to be a profitable trader in the markets. Well, if you had the belief that you were already that, then you would be that, regardless of the results. The mind, the imagination is reality. That's the whole reason why there is a judicial system, because who knows what's right and wrong? There is no right and wrong. There's a decision, there's an action, and there are ripples that come from that decision. It may be just a small drop in the water, or it may send a big splash. And that is why it is so imperative to place the correct seeds in the garden of the mind, is because you don't know how long a seed that you planted is gonna take to sprout. And if you've been planting bad seeds, there's still some bad seeds that have to sprout. Unfortunately. Now when they sprout, you could chop them, or maybe, they've been planted, so maybe you won't water them, and maybe they won't receive water, and maybe they'll die. But the reason why sowing the correct seed is so important is because that is, the thought is so important, is because that is the whole process. That begins the process, and you can only get back what you sprouted. Once you sprout that seed, you can't go back and sprout another seed. That seed has been planted. You know what I mean? So come springtime, don't expect radishes when you've been planting celery or whatever. When you've been planting tomatoes, don't expect strawberries when you've been planting tomatoes. It all starts with the thought. The thought is the very first and most important thing. So which is why you have to tell yourself, and you have to think at a level of where you want to be. And eventually you will be at where you want to be. And it's a constant battle. In the beginning, it will be a constant battle, because you're literally having to battle these ideas that you've literally you've never questioned. You've never allowed yourself to think in a different way about these things. So when you start questioning that, it's gonna be a battle. And sometimes, some days it's gonna be harder battles on certain days. But nonetheless, the capability is ours in this moment to plant the proper seeds, to delegate, to issue, to think the way that we want to think about whatever we want to think about. This is our moment. This is our chance. Today. Not tomorrow. Don't start next week. You may not be around next week. And would you rather die knowing that you at least started the process of creating the jungle that you created? Or would you rather just have would you rather die with a bunch of seeds that you didn't know? You don't know what garden you're in. You just died in. There's a story about a famous lion, man, and he was the most ferocious lion. And out of respect for this lion's name, he traveled so far away from home, and he knew it was about to be his last days. And he traveled through so many other lions' territories, and they let him through. Cause lions don't do that. If another male lion comes in a male lion's territory, they rip him apart. But all the lions let him through, and he made his way back home, and he died on his homeland. I say that to say, make your way back to yourself, man. Cause I think that lion realized something. I did all this traveling, but all I needed was me. All I needed was my own love. I wasn't allowing myself to give myself, to love myself, to be true, to show myself that it's okay, to nurture myself. But it's love time, it's growth time, it's beauty time, it's make the world mine time. It shines so bright that they can't dim your shine time. For you and me, because we on this journey together. If you watching this, I appreciate you. And don't let nobody steal your shine. Don't let nobody, man. Matter of fact, I won't say don't let nobody. I'm gonna say let the right energy be around you. I ain't gonna say don't do nothing. I'm gonna say, see, because we gotta start thinking about what we want, not what we don't want. Or else we gonna manifest what we don't want. We gotta manifest these good things, bro. It's time. Hey, I love you, bro. Catch you on the next one.